Alright, hey guys, so there's been another Humble Bundle. This is the Humble Stardock Bundle. It includes a bunch of strategy games, so I'm just going to quickly go through them. For $1, you get Sorcerer King Rivals, Fallen Enchantress, The Political Machine 2016, and The Corporate Machine. I'm pretty sure Fallen Enchantress and The Corporate Machine are pretty old, so I'll just skip through those. Sorcerer King Rivals is like a grand strategy game, turn-based, so as you can see in this trailer, you're basically like expanding, conquering the map, very similar to other games of like this genre. And there's also like a unique like combat system that looks pretty interesting, kind of like grid-based, turn-based style. So yeah, that's Sorcerer King Rivals. The Political Machine is a simulator of sorts. You basically run for president and you try to compete with other candidates and try to convert the map into your color and get more votes at the end. This game does have multiplayer, so it might be pretty fun playing with a friend. So that's the $1 tier. The second tier, which is the beat the average tier, is currently sitting at $7.73, which is kind of expensive in my opinion. You get Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion, Galactic Civilization 3, and Fallen Enchantress Legendary Heroes, which is actually the sequel to Fallen Enchantress. Sins of Solar Empire Rebellion is another grand strategy game, but it takes place in space. You basically build an empire and you go to war with other civilizations and you fight space battles and so forth. This game has some really good graphics, so if you're into space games, you might really enjoy this. This trailer does not show in-game gameplay, so it's kind of deceptive. It doesn't look this great, but you kind of get the idea of what's going on here. You're just building up like a fleet and conquering other planets and so forth. Galactic Civilization 3 is very similar. It's basically the same thing, in my opinion anyway, but I think this one is more like grid-based, and yeah, I think you can actually build your own ships, if I'm not mistaken, or at least you can buy different ships. And you're just like going across the galaxy, fighting with other aliens. And yeah, there's like a lot of space games. I'm not the biggest fan of space games, so I'm not too enthusiastic about it. But if you're into space games, you might really enjoy Galactic Civilization 3. And then moving on, Fallen Enchantress is another like grand strategy game, turn-based. So you're like expanding a little empire, conquering the map, and then there's some like unique turn-based like tactical combat. It's kind of slow paced though, like grid-based combat. So it's really dependent on if you enjoy like grid-based, turn-based combat or not. But it does look pretty interesting, and it looks like they did a pretty nice job with the graphics and so forth. So that's that. The $15 tier is where I think some true value lies. You get Off-World Trading Company, Galactic Civilizations Crusade expansion, and you also get Ashes of the Singularity Escalation. So Off-World Trading Company, in my opinion, looks really good. This is a game where you go and colonize Mars, and you build up various colonies by collecting resources and then trading with other colonies and building up your little colony, which I think is really interesting. It's probably super addictive. There's not like combat or anything. This isn't like a typical RTS. It's more of like a management style game, but it's definitely something that you could probably spend many hours into, and I'd probably like really enjoy it, especially just seeing all the different resources and all the things you can build, kind of like a city builder. Moving forward, this is the expansion pack to Galactic Civilization 3. Not really sure what this includes, but if you're a fan of Galactic Civilizations, I'm sure you'll enjoy the expansion. And then Ashes of the Singularity Escalation is a real-time strategy game that I'm really looking forward to playing in the near future. I just haven't gotten around to it. This was actually included in a Humble Monthly a couple months back, so if you've been picking up the Humble Monthlies, you probably already own this. But this looks really fun. Kind of reminds me of like StarCraft, but at a larger scale. As you can see, there's like a ton of units on the screen all at once, and there's just this huge freaking like epic battle. Looks freaking awesome. I really enjoy real-time strategy games. They're one of my favorite genres, so this looks like a lot of fun. So going back, I think that's it for this bundle. So overall, like my thoughts, I think the $1 tier is definitely worth it. The second tier, it really depends if you're into space games or not, or if you really want Fallen Enchantress. And then the third tier is really good if you are interested in Ashes of the Singularity Escalation or Off-World Trading Company. These games are really good. I would definitely recommend getting these games. $15 is quite expensive though, so you might have to like justify it a little bit if you want some of the other games, but I would definitely say these two games are probably the best games in the bundle, and the rest are just if you're into them or not. A lot of these games are pretty old as well, like a couple years old. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire bundle, the Humble Stardock bundle. yeah, make sure you guys pick it up in the next 13 or 14 days before it expires. And that's pretty much all I have to say about the Stardock bundle. I will just mention once more that the Humble Monthly is about to come out, the October, which includes Rise of the Tomb Raider. So you have 2 more days to subscribe to the Humble Monthly if you guys want to pick up Rise of the Tomb Raider for a heavy discount. If you're not familiar with the monthlies, you get around like 6 to 8 Steam games for $12 a month, and you always get 1 early unlock. So the early unlock is Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then in 2 days and 16 hours, there will be the rest of the games will release, and then you'll be no longer eligible to buy the bundle. So it's kind of like a loot crate. You don't know what you're going to get, just some random games. Normally they're pretty good. So yeah, that's that. There'll be a referral link in the description if you guys want to check that out. And then on a final note, I just wanted to show you guys that there was another bundle on GoGo Bundle that I didn't make a video on. This came out a few days ago, but this is the GoGo Mega Bundle number 6. You can get 20 Steam games for $1.29. So if you're interested in expanding your Steam library for a low cost, this is a great bundle. So I'll have this linked in the description below. All these games are pretty low-end games. There's nothing really to talk about here. They're all not good or not great. But they do include Steam trading cards, so you can probably make your dollar back by selling all the Steam trading cards. But that's about it. So thanks for watching, and have a nice day.